competent until proven otherwise. As a team leader or project manager, sometimes you get assigned a team where you did not have any say in the composition of that team. In other words, you did not pick the people to join that team, and you were in no position to assign roles. But you were tasked with managing this team and hitting the KPIs that are required. And one of the things that often occurs is that one or several team members would get disengaged. So how does it manifest itself? Well, for instance, part of the team, let's say 4 people, were tasked with creating a plan or writing a proposal or something like that. And then everyone, each of those 4 people were supposed to review and add comments and critique one another, etc., etc. And one person, let's say, did not contribute any thoughts, or the contribution was, well, I looked at the document, everything seems fine. But other people, in comparison, would have added thoughtful comments and contributed some ideas, offered changes, etc. So if that's the case, so it's often the sign that there are 2 things might be happening here. So the first option is that you can think that the person is incompetent. The second option here is that the person feels disengaged. Now, with regard to the former, it would be beneficial for you to think in terms of the person is competent until proven otherwise. So, in other words, you should assume that the person has the capacity, the skill to do the work, but you need to assess that, and therefore you need to have a conversation with this person and make an assessment of whether the complexity of the task matches the skills of the professional. But then with the second part, the disengagement, if you've assessed that the competence is there, the most probable reason is that the person, for such behavior of a person, is that the person feels disengaged. And if that is the case, it's probably you who are to blame. So you, the manager, didn't do your job well. One of the things that managers have to do is to keep people engaged. Even though you've started the project well and everyone was excited, in time, certain things and certain dynamics occur, and some people might feel disinterested, right? They lose interest and they disengage. The reasons may be many why this is happening, but it is your responsibility as a manager to keep the hand on the pulse, so to speak, and to track those changes. And so if you get a sense of one person or several people getting a little bit disengaged, you need to pull them in and provide additional excitement and, what would you call it? Infuse them with enthusiasm, right? So if you don't do that, then, well, you're just going to have one person or several people on the team who aren't contributing, and therefore others will notice that and they will feel demotivated too. So it's best to bring everyone back into the fold as quickly as possible. And it's often the case that it's the latter thing that is happening, the disengagement rather than incompetence. But you need to assess for potential incompetence as well.